listening to the story of the unfolded world. Chapter 1: The Lost Boy. Please state your name and prisoner badge number.
Jake. 91526.
Excellent. The patient I have with me has experienced mild symptoms of schizophrenia.
But I'm not.
Tell me, Jake, do you remember when you got lost?
It was cold. Like the sun wasn't even there. No clouds in the sky and no birds. The sky looked somewhat darker. After I woke up on the side of a deserted, somewhat looking road. No life. No buildings in sight. Just dry sand. And high winds howling away. I tried to follow the road for a while until I turned around and saw a car in the distance. It was beginning to grow larger as it came towards me. It looked yellowish, with mud running around it. Like it has been driving for a while. It had bright headlights, tinted dark windows, but something was different about it. It was bigger, giant. It had a driver that looked like a shadow. It started speeding so fast down the road, faster and faster, closer to me. It seemed like it wasn't trying to brake, it was trying to hit me. I tried to run fast, I tried to run really fast. I couldn't feel my feet, I was gliding across the sand. I felt like I was gonna...
Calm down, Jake, calm down. You're safe now. Did it hit you?
No, but it slowed down, so I got into it.
Where did you go?
Someplace terrifying. It didn't feel real. The car dropped me off near some gates. A mansion stood before me. A big one. There was trees surrounding the pathway. It felt gloomy, dead, place creaked around me. I started walking up to the mansion. It towered above me. The door was too big for me to open. I saw a small vent, just my size, around the side of the demonic place. One push. Two push. I fell inside, shooting down a big chute. Until I fell into a rather large laundry. I heard something behind me. A large man. A butler towering over and around me as his spine bent forwards, breathing heavily. Would you like some water? He trembles. I try to squeeze past him, but his vision is slightly blurred by how low his head is to the rickety floorboards. Luckily, I managed to shuffle around him and sneak away.
Tall man, large spine, large house. This all seems so surreal. How did you even get there? Why is everything so big? Is it real? Is it in your head? Does the butler ever catch you? Is there anyone else who lives there? How did you get out?
Could I please get some water?
Yes, sorry. I lost my thought for a second. I've never heard this kind of story before. In my 3 years of... We don't have much time left, Jake. I am very curious on how this is all going to end. Please, proceed.
The corridors were really dark, with high ceilings. I ran away from the deep, struggling, breathing behind me. I climbed up the long window that you had to climb boxes to reach. The rain poured down, drowning the brightly glowing grass. I tightly held the drain pipe and slid down with a heavy fall from my slippery grip. I fought my way through the human-sized grass until I stumbled upon a huge doghouse. A dog. A very big dog. Half laying outside of the house. Sleeping. Its breath felt like high-powered wind. Nearly blowing me off my feet.
Well, that's all the time we have now, Jake. Thank you for your time and patience. We will take you to your cell shortly. Oh, shut that thing off. Thank you. Please state your name and prisoner badge number.
Sean, 82415.
Excellent. The patient I have with me has experienced mild symptoms of psychosis. Sean, You told me that you were a worker. An experienced worker. I find that fascinating. You must be very handy. Anyway, Sean, I think you know why you're here.
No.
Oh. Well, I need to find out what happened to you.
What happened to me?
Well, I don't know yet. But maybe you can tell me. What happened on the 15th of April 12? It could be important.
Sure. What would you like me to tell you?
Well, tell me how it started. How were you involved? And what happened? Please, try to explain in as much detail as possible, as this will help us see if you're improving or if you're getting worse.
Okay, well, it was morning. I had just woken up from 2 hours of sleep. I had to switch rotas with my other worker. He was weird. No one really liked him, nor did I even. I had the morning watch as per usual. And even though I was drained to the bone of how many times I worked for multiple periods of time, climbed the ladder from the breaker room up to the first deck.
Where did you work, Mr. Murphy?
A ship. I worked on a large ship down the country. The ship was quite big, 3 football fields long or so. It had large funnels with smoke swallowing the clouds. And the sea crashed up against the edges of the sides as I got up to the first deck. It was creaking as the metal sides grind together. It felt like the ship would break any minute. There was always salt in the air from the high seas. I had to watch the patients as we didn't have any guards on board. They always smelled bad. They weren't ever happy. We could barely keep them at bay. As you know, like, we weren't trained guards, just workmen.
Sean, here. Take your medication and calm down a little. If you ever need to have a break, just let me know.
Thank you. Can I ask, why do you need this information?
Well, it helps us figure out what everything all means.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you're not the only patient that's had this phenomenon happen.
I'm not?
No. In fact, there's quite a few cases. However, they cannot be discussed. Privacy. All I want to find out now is what happened to you.
Well, I was on shift with my other co-worker. We always worked together since we sailed off. He was in charge of the bell. Swinging it once it hit every morning. I always used to love the sound of that bell, waking me up to start my long shift until it didn't ring anymore. One day, I had to lead the patients from one side of the ship to the other, but as I got 20 minutes from the destination, something terrible happened. A couple of them broke off and started charging at me, stabbing me in my left hip.
Huh. I see. That all sounds horrific. Let me play some music for you.
I would like to end the session here.
Sean, I would like you to continue.
But it's stressing me.
I know, but listen. I can't help you if I don't know the story. You need to breathe and tell me. I can help you. And if I don't manage to help you, you may be trapped here for a very long time.
After I got patched up, it just wasn't just me. They attacked that night. They chopped one of the masts down. One hit led to another. And with a blink of an eye, Tom fell off. I lost my friend that day. I buried myself down in that cellar of that place for days, chewing myself away, unable to forget what I saw, repeating in my head over and over again. I'm sorry, I can't talk anymore.
Okay. We will end it for today. We will try again tomorrow. Just rest well, okay? And don't stress too much about it. Yesterday was a disaster. Hopefully, this time we will get something. He panicked a lot. It's going to be a tough one. He doesn't talk much. But I feel like I've got something to change that today. Sean, let's try again, shall we?
Yes, I'm feeling more confident.
Excellent. Whenever you're ready.
That night, when I fell asleep, I heard someone come into my room. Someone tried to attack me in my sleep. I didn't mean to, but in self-defense I fought back. He died. I grabbed the closest thing to me. My feathered ink pen. No one found the body, apart from, well, you.
How did this make you feel when it happened?
Well, at first, I was shocked when it happened, but after, nothing. Like I was mechanized to cover it up. I don't really think about it now. Just Tom. That hurts me.
Well, we won't get into him right now, okay?
But sir, I feel like I need to express my feelings.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
I don't understand.
Session is over, Sean.
But...
Back to your cell. Please state your name and prisoner badge number.
Teddy. 31, 58, and 6.
Excellent. The patient I have with me has experienced mild symptoms of multiple personality disorder. So, Teddy, would you like me to call you something else? Maybe who you are right now?
Teddy. Teddy's fine.
Okay. Great. Teddy, I am Dr. Murphy. I am here about you. I might be able to help you with your situation.
Yes, I know that. I just don't think you can.
You need to trust me. I'm just making it clear for you. Teddy, I want to find out more about how your phenomenon occurred.
What do you mean?
How you gained multiple
Oh, okay. Well, it was when I just became a parent. But Dad, at the time, I was attending medical school, believe it or not.
What was it like?
It was quite noisy. It was by the sea, so all I could really hear was boats in the background that were coming into the harbor. But it was clear. I enjoyed it. After medical school, I became a doctor at at Southampton General Hospital. I worked there for years. My job was to look after the patients. The hospital was also clean. It was busy as well. But I enjoyed it till,
It's okay, Teddy. Let's have a breather, shall we? How do you like my plant? What do you think it looks like?
plants.
Well, yes. But what else?
My son.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here. You know, Teddy, I had a son once too. I can relate to you.
You can?
Of course. I didn't have a good childhood when I was younger.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to get to know me on a deeper level. I want you to trust me and feel more relaxed about talking about the past.
Who are you talking to?
I don't like to be rude, but you got emotional about your son. Would you like to elaborate?
There was one patient on my ward that I had to help. One day I was giving meds to him. He was one of the Swayoms, which was rare for that place. It was an old man. He was quite tall, with a long, rugged hunchback. I'm surprised he could even see. His face was that low to the ground. But anyway, he told me about a dog he used to own. A lovely dog that unfortunately passed away.
How close were you to this man?
We were quite close, yeah. Really close, in fact. He told me lots of stories. And how he lost his wife. He was my favorite patient in the whole hospital. Kind, loving. He even used to be a foster parent to a little boy.
Okay, that's quite enough now. How would you like to have a nap?
Nah. Why would I need
Okay, great talk, Teddy. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Would you like to continue?
Can I continue?
Yes.
Once the man told me about his poor dog and his fostering. It reminded me of my son. I had to leave my son. I got him a taxi to go to another place. I couldn't look after him. I were too poor. I don't know where he is now, but I miss him.
You need to stop.
Please state your name, please.
John Teddy.
Dr. Murphy, confirmed.
Personality disorder.
Welcome back, patient 2. We have a lot to cover today. As you may know, it's our last day together. We only give 5 days maximum to each patient. I see that you are very anxious today. Would you like me to play you some music?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you do know today is a big day.
Yes. There's just so much more to say without...
It's okay. Take your time. As you know, you're safe here. And we have everything you need.
Thank you.
I've been informed you haven't been so well recently. Is this correct? Jake?
Yes. Please don't say my name. Just call me Mr. Murphy.
I'm sorry. Mr. Murphy, have you had any of your nightmares recently?
Yes, I have. Can I please have a more relaxed session today, if possible?
Of course, Mr. Murphy. Take all the time you need. How would you like to begin with your childhood?
Sure. I grew up in a poor family. We didn't have money for anything, really. And had limited amount of food. My mother left when I was young. So, I don't remember much of her. My father sent me away. As you already know, I got a new family. It was scary at first, but I slowly grew on the idea.
Is this when...
No, I will get to that a bit later. But can I please get some water?
You may. Last session, you were talking, but not to me. Who was that? Was that with your schizophrenia?
No, I thought it was my dad. But anyway, I don't want to get too emotional this soon.
Okay, no problem. Carry on, please.
Once I got a little older, I started to think about my future, what I wanted to be. Anyway, I decided to study in mechanics. There was a trial going on near the pier where I lived. So, I attended it. And shortly enough, I got a degree. I wish my dad was there to cheer me on. However, I used that as a stride. I finally became what I wanted to be. Where did you work, Mr. Murphy?
Where did you work, Mr. Murphy?
I worked on a ship. A newly built ship. Of course, this was a huge deal for me, as this was a once-in-a-lifetime ship. It carried prisoners, and it carried very rich people on the front. Of course, I never got the luxury of being in the front. So, I had the prisoners. This is where I gained...
Don't worry, I have your pills, right? What are your... Look, Jake, we are running out of time. We need more information.
Give me a minute.
Who did you work with on the ship?
Just give me a minute.
It was your friend, wasn't it?
Stop.
What happened to him?
He's dead. I told you this before.
Your second session. Yes. I remember now. Sean. Right? Sean Murphy?
That's not me anymore.
Send him away.
What? No.
We don't
What are you
need
doing?
you anymore, Jake.
Please.
We have all the information we have. You're being terminated.
Please. No. You just listened to the final chapter of the unfolded